Good evening everybody and welcome to the video. In this short video, I'll essentially cover or rather teach you how do I dedupe data in incoming batches of record which has a date time or a timestamp in Pyspark. So I want to teach you how you can dedupe the data when you have incoming batches, right, in Pyspark. So let me show you that. So let me share my screen. I have a small presentation, so hopefully you guys can see my screen, right? So I'm just gonna do this. All right, so I'm gonna start by a question here. So below image you see this is basically the incoming sample data. This is a pretty classy example when you have DynamoDB streams and you're basically bringing data from DynamoDB streams into S3. You'll have insert, update, and delete. You'll have an event name, and then you'll have a timestamp. When you read the data, how do you even dedupe it, right? So I'm gonna show you the logic. But first pause the video and think about it, how you would approach this problem. So pause the video. All right. Did you have an answer? If not, watch the video, I'll show you how. So first what we want to do is you want to convert this date time, the date time object, you want to parse and convert that into a timestamp. So observe over here, right? I was able to convert each and every date time into a timestamp column, right? What I've also done is basically to this data frame, I have essentially added a sequence number. This is something that uniquely identifies my row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's an auto increment, okay? After that, what I have done is basically, as you can see, the output from step 1, right? Now, the next step is you want to do a group by. You want to do a group by and then basically take the max of timestamp. Okay, let me explain you what I'm trying to say. So now that you have the timestamp, right? Now, if you do a group by, right? So if you see record number 1 is appearing 3 times, and I know that this is the one that is the latest one, right? Observe my mouse over here. Okay, hopefully you guys can see, right? So if I do a group by and then if I take the max of timestamp, automatically these records are eliminated. So let's observe that the output. So observe, I did a group by on my primary key, which is the record ID, right? So as you can see, and then essentially I took the max of the timestamp, right? And here you can see now basically I know these are the records with the timestamp which are the latest one, which is what I need to consider, right? Right? So hopefully this made sense, right? And then what you need to do is you need to join them. So now that you have done a group by, you have 2 data frame, remember. So you have a data frame which has, your record ID, your timestamp, and your sequence number, right? This is the data, which is the latest data, right? And now you cannot perform a join with the older data frame, and you want to join on basically the sequence number, right? So now if you observe, I'm going to do an inner join, and now I know which record I need to take. So I want to take this one, observe my mouse, this one, and this one, because that's the one over here, right? 3, 4, and 5, right? 3, 4, and 5, right? Inner join, right? These are omitted because again, these are older records, right? So automatically I've done it, right? The output looks like this, right? Before you had record number 1 appearing 3 times, and here you can see there was an insert, then somebody made an update, and then again somebody made an update. So this is the latest record, right? The one over here, right? And in the output, as you can see, we were able to get the latest record, right? Now let me show you the code in action. Hopefully that makes sense. Again, it's the same thing. I have made a class for you called dedup. It takes a Spark data frame. You have to define a primary key and a precom key. Your precom key is your timestamp. So observe what I've done. Again, I have explained you the concept, right? So basically I have a UDF function over here. Observe over here. So this is gonna convert any date time string into a timestamp. It's gonna return an integer. So I have applied that UDF, right? Then essentially I'm adding the sequence number, then I'm doing a group by and taking the max of timestamp, and then I'm doing an inner join and then again returning the data. So basically, if you observe, I basically passed in this data frame over here, and the output that I got was this one. So automatically the dedupe happened and I got the latest record, right? So hopefully that made sense, right? There are other ways as well. You can achieve the dedupe, right? You can calculate the row hash and other stuff. But again, I wanted to show you this idea. Again, this really would help beginners probably who are looking to dedupe data, right? That's it for the video. I'll give you the source code in the description, so feel free to download that. And if you have any more questions, let me know your questions. And with that being said, keep smiling, keep programming, and see you in the next video.